Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. No. How many times do I have to say it? Miles isn't here. Hello, YouTube. I'm Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. In the previous episode of Phoenix Wright, we collected a lot of evidence that points at Morgan Fay and Miney being co-conspirators in the murder of Dr. Gray. At the end of our investigation day, for reasons best known to herself, Morgan called the cops and went away with Detective Gumshoe, leaving Pearl to watch over the compound. We have everything we need to exonerate Maya. Now, we just need to put it all together in the courtroom. No biggie. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Oh, okay, you're a tiny bit older than I thought you were. I thought you were like 17 because I thought you were 15 or 16 when we met a year ago. But anyway, all right, sure. Yeah. Also, that is really young to be a prosecuting attorney. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time, all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, I'm guessing that her father was not the most, helicopter-y of parents. And we don't know anything about her mother, so... Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. Hey, dude, seriously. No. Luxuriate in your childhood. It's so brief. Just do whatever it takes to enjoy being a child, because you will never get that again. Ever. I know children want to grow up so fast, but you're going to be an adult for the rest of your life. If you have the chance to be a child, be a child. Damn, dude. Come on, chill. Okay, this part is kind of, applicable, especially since it's her second time as a murder suspect. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again! But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all that you've gone through. Good morning! Hey, speaking of people who know how to be children. The two of you look like you're doing really well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Oh, boy. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please. It's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Oh, Phoenix, I see what you're doing. You know you're going to throw her mother into jail, and you don't want her to see that. Oh. That's so sweet! It's also really messed up. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. No. How many times do I have to say it? Miles isn't here. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? All right, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you to your alone time. Oh, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, boy. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I'm looking forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool, wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. 5 years ago? At the age of 13. Really? Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women are really scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the challenge chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. The what? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying, then, that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this.
Witness! Name an occupation, if you please.
My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking?
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept a watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
The spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from my body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is...
Sure, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya escaped from the room.
What?
And here, we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order! Miss Fay, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a gaze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Oh, so that's why she called the cops.
Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply collecting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is very smart and a sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. All right. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Okay. I like to press on every statement, but after last time, I learned that I really shouldn't do that. So, we're not going to press on this one. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. All right, let's press on this one. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as to call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At that time, I, myself, was a little confused. On top of which, there was another.
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. This is a trial. Do not lead with leading leads unless you intend to follow up on your leads. Madam. Yes, I know that made no sense. Whatever. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted us both out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Really?
Well, that was very noble of you, Ms. Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Oh, looks like she called us napping. That's my ought for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Ms. Fay, please continue.
A pistol was hanging from Miss Stigmeyer's hand, and she was in a daze.
Hold it!
During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this. However...
Objection!
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? Question further. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something so very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she...
This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing. However, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fay.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Hoppy, witness, elaborate on that point for us.
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Oh, I forgot to press. Damn it!
I can't see a crack in her testimony. Then what should we do? For now, we should try and get more information out of her. After we get more information from her, we may be able to use it later to our advantage. Okay. Okay, here. Press on this. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, now what? Well, now what? Question further. So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the shelling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
Oh, this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes. That is
Exactly. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the skippy had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Miney, who is sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eeny meeny. I think you can see where this is headed. Yep, covering for each other.
Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so my name is like Eeny Meeny. I'm like researching like parapsychology and stuff at like the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess, most people call it occult stuff.
Even if, well, that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
Like, I guess.
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake, at least. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my God, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way, you know? My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible.
Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really, no, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness,
Like, yeah?
in your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was?
I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
Of course.
Here's Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes.
There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow.
However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolish blabble.
I think you mean dribble.
I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
Like, when the challenge started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to be a seedy day.
Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly.
Do you know the time?
Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. No. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room? Oh, so like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more like, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really, like, totally tubular and stuff. What? That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind.
Witness about this person who entered the side room.
It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was like my sister, so, But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult, but I like know all about the Korean channeling technique.
The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister.
Yeah, like what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning?
Absolutely not. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But...
Down! Don't keep badgering ya!
You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
Yes! It's very important. Like I just said. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff her now to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Mr. Wright. Ms. Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay. I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all. And like her costume looked totally like normal. So there's nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance?
Like, yeah, nothing was like weird or anything, you know?
He is talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Eh?
Like, is everything okay? Like, can I, like, go on? My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Something terrible. What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve or a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again?
Yes!
I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time?
Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky, like, for you. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Miney? Like, how's that?
It was a little scary, if I'm being honest. Thankfully, these rooms are very dark.
Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it?
I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? Can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Okay. Calm and collected. Gotcha. All right, so we're back at the beginning again. Oh, wait, go back. Okay. Costume looked like totally normal. But her costume should have been covered in blood. So, all right, let's present. This.
Objection!
That was a very well spun lie, Ms. Zini.
Yeah? What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix?
Ms. Miney, May I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray!
Ms. Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Yeah.
Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap.
Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Yeah.
The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Okay, after the murder part 2. The side room was kind of dark, you know? So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended in. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the challenge chamber. What?
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
Hell no!
All right, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness.
Okay. The side room was kind of dark, you know?
Hold it!
Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Objection! Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court.
That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Ms. Miney's?
You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this straight little man.
Okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in.
Hold it!
You didn't see the blood. Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. It's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face and stuff, man.
Continue!
And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that.
Hold it!
And what was your sister, Ms. Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she knew. She said she did something really bad. And then, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Ms. Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, sure. And then, like, I took my sister to the challenge chamber.
Hold it!
Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better.
I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner, the better.
She says with her whip at the ready. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know.
They ask you one more thing, Ms. Miney.
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean?
When? When you were going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the challenge chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
He answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. You think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the challenge chamber is all that important?
Of course it is. I ask because it is very important.
Not that I know where I'm going with this, but, you know, it hasn't failed me yet, that you know of.
Very well. Ms. Meany, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the challenge chamber.
Hold it!
Try to remember that time.
Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way.
This really is a dead end.
No, it's not. Because Pearl would have been there. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix.
That's no good. I can't find anything wrong.
Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up.
Okay. So, I have to go to the end and present, I guess, Pearl?
Oh, damn it.
Went too far.
Ah.
Okay, here. Okay,
So Pearl was putting the thingy back together, the urn. Where is Pearl? Oh, there she is.
Objection!
You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the challenge chamber. However, that is impossible.
like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Ms. Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that?
Now!
Objection!
As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous!
Objection!
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish...
There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl because she was putting this back together.
Take that!
This urn is my proof.
An old clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why.
She broke the urn?
Yo! But why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time the challenge started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
What?
Ms. Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Ms. Miney. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what?
About what?
About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room?
There is no way.
Your lies end here.
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because this is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
In her testimony just now. Earlier in your testimony, Ms. Miney, you made the following statement. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know. It's true that at the time, both myself and Ms. Nahart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Ms. Miney, How did you know that fact? How? I concede that Ms. Fay was the only person in the challenge chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Ms. Miney, you did, in fact, go to the challenge chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. What do you do?
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the challenge chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
I've been saying all along that there was a secret passageway. Look. Does my mouse show up? No, it doesn't. Damn it. Between the side room and the challenge chamber. Well, actually, the secret passage would be up here at the top. Again, I don't know why I'm doing this because you can't see my mouse. But anyway, Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Ms. Miney, please answer the question.
Objection!
Oh, crap.
Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eeny Meeny. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
All right. About here.
Take that!
Ms. Meany was here, of course.
What? But that's the challenge chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Ms. Meany was at the crime scene at the time of the crime.
Order! That's
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Ms. Eeny Meeny was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Oh, crap. Here-ish?
Take that!
Here, of course.
But behind the folding screen?
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
No. Miss Meany, one so young as you shouldn't be saying.
Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness... The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this of the box.
Take that!
Ms. Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box, no person could fit inside that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
But the clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all.
That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Okay, bullet hole.
Take that!
Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This, what on earth?
Murder! I don't have time for you to set this place. Hurry up and say to the lady.
There's a hole, about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Okay.
Miss Miney,
You were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order!
Objection!
So what are you saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eeny Meeny?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Miss Eeny Meeny,
You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
to masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop!
I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moves the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all of that by himself.
That's correct. It's not possible. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is.
Down! Need to remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait. Ms. Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious.
Miss Meany, you had an accomplice. Profiles.
Take that!
person?
If it wasn't someone from Korean village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan Faye?
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Ms. Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen is so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes. A gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Ms. Miney. She immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Ms. Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. Ha!
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this?
Ah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me.
Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose to due to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is...
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Well, that's, Yeah, that's right.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
A motive? That's... I can't see she has no motive here.
I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? Revenge.
The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this.
Oh crap. Malpractice? No. Car accident? Yeah, car accident.
Take that!
Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh crap. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. All right, wait. Crap. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Wait, what? Yes! Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I want to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm going to explain, so please listen, okay? Wait, what? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. Oh. Besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was Dr. Gray. It was a total coincidence that he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona.
However, yo! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You failed to support your own theory. The end.
Oh, crap.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Ms. Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Ms. Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk. So many thoughts, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. So did I. See, it's just like I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Ms. Miney.
What? Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Oh, crap.
Can I really do this? I have to. I am not totally confident here, but I know I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Ms. Miney had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all.
Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Again with the confidence. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Ah!
Avon Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you're my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way!
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec. To be continued.
What? In the next episode?
Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
How is this not over? I mean, okay, yeah. I thought because of the way trials were going in this game that we were doing 2 episodes per trial day, but even so, I thought I was mistaken and we had broken this case. And yet, I have to prove that Eni is taking her revenge on Dr. Gray because, as she says, if she'd really wanted to take revenge, she'd have done so 6 months ago. And besides, there is no proof that Gray killed her sister to begin with. The messed up thing is that I'm not sure if I have the evidence to prove it. I thought I'd have to prove that Morgan helped her, so I'd have to prove that Morgan had a motive. I never thought I'd have to prove that Eni had a motive. Anyway, I hope we can figure this out in the next episode. In the meantime, up here is a playlist of my Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.